Hello students, in this video we are going to see how the temperature is going to affect our three parameters. They are short circuit current, open circuit voltage and peak power. Okay, so let us see how the temperature will affect these three parameters. Okay, so let us try to see our data sheet parameters here. Okay, here you can see the temperature coefficients of ISC, VOC and Pmax are given here. Okay, so let us see here. This temperature coefficient of short circuit current is given as plus 0.045 percentage per degree Kelvin. Okay, that means it is positive. So that is denoted with alpha I here. So ISC temperature coefficient is denoted with alpha I. Similarly, our temperature coefficient of open circuit voltage is denoted with alpha V, which is negative because it is minus 0.34% per degree Kelvin. And similarly, temperature coefficient of maximum power is also negative temperature coefficient, which is minus 0.47% per Kelvin. Okay, so that is denoted with alpha P here. Okay, so now let us try to understand how these three parameters ISC, VOC, Pmax are going to be affected with temperature. Okay, so for that we need to consider our VI characteristics. So here the red color curve indicates our standard insolation and standard temperature VI characteristics of PV cell. Okay, at 25 degrees, that is nothing but 298 degree Kelvin. Okay, so at this temperature the ISC and VOC are given in the data sheet. They are. Now let us try to understand. Let us try to increase the temperature falling on the PV cell to 40 degrees centigrade. Here you can see the green curve which is indicating 40 degrees centigrade. Here you can see there is an increment in ISC and there is a decrement in VOC. I have already told you in the previous class, for increase in temperature ISC will increase but VOC will decrease. So Pmax will also be decreased. Okay, so 40 degree temperature is green line, 25 degree standard temperature is red line. Okay, so here you can observe this. Now we have known that the standard ISC and VOC are mentioned in the data sheet. They are VOC is 36.72 voltage, ISC is 8.9 volts. Now we need to know what are the values of ISC and VOC at 40 degrees centigrade. Okay, so we need to know these two components here. ISC at 40 degrees centigrade and VOC at 40 degrees centigrade. So we need to find these two parameters. In addition with them, we need to find maximum power. Okay, so for standard temperature, we know the maximum power that can be delivered by a PV cell as 240 watts, which is given in the data sheet. But we don't know what is the maximum power that can be delivered by a PV cell at 40 degree temperature. Okay, we need to know this. Okay, so how can we know that? So we know that. So let us give them the meaningful indications with replacing the question marks here. So we need to find ISC at 40 degrees centigrade and maximum power at 40 degrees centigrade, VOC at 40 degrees centigrade. We need to find these three parameters here. So we need to find a formula so that we can find the values of ISC, PM and VOC at any temperature. Okay, we need to evaluate them. So let us try to find a formula so that we can calculate the three values at any temperature. Okay, now ISC at 40 degrees centigrade is equal to ISC at 25 degrees centigrade, and it is increasing here, which is, so we need to add some value of current to ISC at 25 degrees centigrade so that we can get ISC at 40 degrees centigrade because it is increasing. Okay, so I am going to add it a delta I. Okay, so ISC at 40 degrees centigrade equal to ISC at 25 degrees centigrade. In addition to that, there is little current delta I. Similarly, VOC at 40 degrees centigrade equal to VOC plus delta V. Okay, here delta V will be negative because VOC at 40 degrees centigrade is less compared to VOC at 25 degrees centigrade. Here you can see, so this is VOC at 25 degrees centigrade and this is VOC at 40 degrees centigrade. Okay, so here red color line is higher value compared to green color line. So you are going to get less value for VOC at 40 degrees centigrade such that delta V will be negative, and by default our temperature coefficient of VOC is negative, so you will get delta V as negative. We are going to see that later. Okay. Similarly, maximum power at 40 degrees centigrade capable of delivering by PV cell is maximum power at 25 degrees centigrade plus delta V, which is also less value. Okay. Maximum power at 40 degrees centigrade is less compared to this 240 watts. So we are going to get less value, less than 240 watts for maximum power at 40 degrees centigrade. Now we need to derive delta I, delta V, delta P. So let us start that. So here alpha I can be written as change in short circuit current with standard current, that is ISC at 25 degree centigrade into 100 per degree rise in temperature. Okay. So alpha is nothing but delta I by ISC at 25 degrees into 100 by per degree temperature. So here change in ISC can be written as delta I, and alpha I value given in the data sheet is plus 0.45 percentage per Kelvin. Okay. So let us try to find change in ISC, that is delta I, which equal to alpha I into ISC at 25 degrees into delta T. So for a, we know that for a resistor which is a temperature dependent quantity, we calculate that as alpha R delta T. Okay, delta R equal to alpha R delta T. Similarly, for change in ISC, we are going to write alpha I delta T. Okay, here alpha is alpha I, which is temperature coefficient of ISC, and I is ISC at 25 degrees centigrade, and delta T is change in temperature. Here change in temperature is from 40 degrees to 25 degrees. So our, okay, so this is delta I by 100 will give us percentage. Okay, so ISC at 40 degrees centigrade equal to ISC at 25 degrees centigrade plus delta I. We are going to substitute delta I value, which, okay, which we have derived in the previous slide. I am going to substitute that. So ISC at 25 degrees centigrade plus alpha I plus ISC at 25 degrees into delta T by 100. So let us take ISC at 25 degrees centigrade as common. So the expression will become like this. Okay, so ISC at 25 degrees centigrade is given in the data sheet. Alpha I is also given in the data sheet. Delta T is value of 40 minus 25. So by substituting the values here, the data sheet contains ISC temperature coefficient of ISC alpha I as plus 0.45 percentage, and ISC at 45 degrees 25 degrees centigrade as 8.99 amperes. Okay, so let us substitute the values in the expression. Substituting all the values, you can see the ISC at 40 degrees centigrade is obtained as 8.9968 amperes. So ISC at 25 degrees centigrade is just 8.99 amperes, but at 40 degrees the value has been increased to 8.9968. That means 0.0068 amount of current has been increased, has been added to our temperature short circuit current at 25 degrees centigrade. That means increase in temperature is increasing our short circuit current. Okay, so that is well for 15 degrees increment from 25 to 40 degrees centigrade. So for 15 degree centigrade increment of temperature, the current increased is 0.0068, that is delta I. Okay, so this is regarding current increment. Now let us try to understand how the temperature is going to affect our open circuit voltage. Okay, for that we need to find VOC at 40 degrees centigrade, which is sum of VOC at 25 degrees plus delta V. So here delta V must be negative because VOC is reducing as temperature is increasing. Okay, so let us try to substitute the expression. So delta V will be having alpha V into VOC at 25 degrees centigrade into delta T by 100. Okay, so VOC at 25 degrees centigrade plus alpha V VOC at 25 degrees centigrade into delta T by 100. So alpha V and VOC at 25 degrees centigrade can be substituted from our data sheet. Okay, so by taking VOC by 25 degrees centigrade common, we can obtain this expression. So by substituting VOC at 25 degrees centigrade, which is equal to 36.72 volts, okay, and the temperature coefficient of VOC as minus 0.34 percentage. Okay, we are going to obtain the value of VOC at 40 degrees centigrade as, okay, so this value must be negative value, that is minus 0.051, that is delta V is minus 0.051. So VOC at 40 degree centigrade will become 34.847 volts. Okay, so at 25 degrees it was at 36.72 volts, 36.72 volts, but at 40 degree centigrade the value has been reduced. Okay, that means VOC is being reduced for increase in temperature. Now let us see what is the effect of temperature on our maximum power. Okay, so we are going to calculate at 40 degree centigrade, which is sum of 25 degree centigrade plus delta P. Delta P is alpha P into T at 25 degree centigrade into delta T by 100. Okay, so I am substituting the same expression here. I am taking PM at 25 degrees as common, so that will be like this. Let us substitute the data sheet values here. So maximum power at 25 degrees centigrade is 240 watts, and alpha P is minus 0.47 because it is negative temperature coefficient. Delta T is between 40 minus 20. Let us see how the value of maximum power is going to be changed here. So the value is 223 watts here. Okay, earlier at 25 degrees centigrade the value is 240 watts, but after increase in temperature the value has been reduced to 223 watts. That means here three things to remember is ISC is increasing with increasing temperature, that is ISC is directly proportional to temperature. Okay, and VOC and maximum power, which is product of VOC and ISC, are having negative temperature coefficient. That means they are going to decrease with increasing temperature, that is they are inversely proportional. Okay, so these three things to be remembered here. So this is about today's class. Okay, in the next class we are going to discuss about fill factor. Okay, thank you.